I unboxed one entry-level heat press and bought you guys a review. You guys asked for more, so I'm bringing you guys another one. In this video, I'm unboxing and reviewing the MPress, one of the entry-level presses that you guys can choose from. Make sure you stop right now, hit that like button. If you have any questions or concerns, put them in the comments below. I'll make sure I tune in. If you're looking to purchase this press, you can find the link in the description below, or anytime you're shopping, you can shop at hpn.tshirtsidehustle.com, and that is my affiliate link to let them guys know that I sent you there. So stay tuned as I unbox this bad boy right after the intro. How you guys doing? This is Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle, and I help people start t-shirt businesses from home or wherever you're at. So today I'm here to unbox the MPress, the 15x15, which is the recommended size that I recommend for people trying to get into the t-shirt business. A lot of you guys have watched the HP and Craft Pro video and don't want to start with the HP and Craft Pro. So I decided to go ahead and unbox more heat presses. The MPress was number 2 on my list, so we're gonna get rid of this Craft Pro and put the MPress to use. So let's get to work. So right here, right at the top of the box, we have our packing slip now. This didn't come from California. This one actually came from Middletown, PA, which now HP has distribution, so they're trying to get the presses to you guys and the orders to you guys faster. So with that being said, this came from a lot closer than the Craft Pro actually came. Now, it didn't come in a branded box on the outside. It's not as heavy as the Craft Pro was, and I do not see the wood that was actually in the Craft Pro. Nonetheless, standard pretty much. We have a manual and a satisfaction guarantee. Again, you guys should definitely check these out and get your read on. I'm gonna open this up. Ooh, nice foam core here. All right, it's actually packed sideways, unlike the Craft Pro. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, pop it out. Okay. It definitely does not feel as heavy as the Craft Pro did. Not a minus or a plus or anything like that. It just doesn't feel as heavy. Picking it up out the box or carrying a box myself did not feel as heavy. All right, we got it on the empty box here. Let's go ahead and crack the plastic off. Sales support sticker. All right. A little sniff test. Smells very, very good. It smells new. All right. So it definitely feels like a solid machine. Feels good. Now let's get this bad boy up on the table, get it turned on, and we're gonna put it to work. Okay, so we finally got her up on the table. We need to go ahead and pull our cord out and get it plugged up here. So I'm just gonna clip this. It's twisted way too tight to go ahead and unwind. So I'm gonna clip it. We got our cord out and ready to plug up. All right, so they're pretty much standard across all heat presses. We have our monitor for our temperature and our time. We're gonna go ahead and plug her up and see how long it takes it to heat up. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the switch, which is actually on the left side. A little bit different than what we're used to nonetheless. All right, we got our temperature. We're gonna go ahead and set our temperature. I don't know what that means, SH. All right, set, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and set our temperature. We're gonna set her at 305. Actually, we'll set her at 320 and then we'll lower her later. I just wanna keep it consistent. Okay, set. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and set that to 15 seconds. Set. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and run this and see how long it takes to heat up. All right, so we're back, and it took about 7.5 minutes for this bad boy to heat up, which is a very, very short amount of time. What I can say about this press, I wish the lip was a little bit wider. Again, the thing I liked about the Craft Pro was that it had a slide-out drawer. The slide-out drawer was a must. This lip does not feel like it's open wide. I'm not sure what the angle is or even what the standard angle is on them. You never really notice, but I just know how spoiled I've been with the swing away press, and as well as now just having that slide out drawer capability. So it's not bad, but again, it heats up fast. It's definitely a solid built machine. The metal feels good. All right, the back kind of does get hot. You know, so probably pretty much a standard thing. I think with the Geonite that I was used to the actual plastic cover that's kind of like off of the heating element, but the back does get tight. Let's gotta add some pressure to this bad boy. So the pressure knob is back here. I'm just gonna spin it a little bit, see where we can get to. This feels like a good pressure, but again, you know the way that I set pressure is I like to tighten it till I can't close it anymore, like that. And then I like to loosen it a little bit, okay, to where I can. So it probably put me right back at the point that I was at before. And then again, I like to just hold the bottom of it as it pops. It is a very, very good pop, okay? That's something I like to do to see if it's a, you know, how it would react if someone were to just go ahead and let it go. And, you know, it's not something that you want to do, but it doesn't have that hydraulic system where it's an easy up. It'll fly open if you let it go. Definitely a solid built press, so I have a design already ready to go. You guys watched me weed it just now, and we're gonna go ahead and press this up for Jada to wear to school tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna take my temperature gun and test the temperature. Now, don't be worried if the dial on the back does not match the heat press exactly. You wanna make sure that the temperature gun is reading properly. So if it's 5 degrees low, you wanna go 5 degrees up. It's not a downside to a heat press if the heating element is a little bit higher or lower than what it reads on a temperature dial. Once you have a temperature gun, you can go ahead and test the temperature and see what it's at. Now, if you got some inconsistencies where a part of the press is 20 degrees higher than another part, that's where you get those issues of hot and cold spots. So we're gonna go ahead and press our trigger, okay? And you wanna kind of be close. If I'm back far, you're not gonna get a good reading. So I wanna get kind of close to it. All right, and it's reading at 297 there. 295. 296. 295, 6, 7. So we're just gonna go ahead and boost our temperature up again. We're just gonna hit the set button and we're gonna boost it up about 10 degrees. So it's gonna be set here at 315, and again we're gonna press for 15 seconds, and we're gonna get a few seconds. Again, do not be alarmed if the heating element is not exactly what the dial reads. What you want to actually do is make sure that your temperature gun is reading the heating element at a certain temperature and that the heat press is somewhat consistent within like a 5 degree range. And what I like to do is make sure the lowest point of the heating element is at the temperature that is recommended to be pressed at. If you're only like, you know, between 5 and 10 degrees, it will not affect the vital. But if you're somewhere between like 30 and 40 and you're at a 320 and you're pressing at a 350, especially over long extended periods of time, then that is something that is to be worried about. So something you should be cautious with. But nonetheless, I think that, you know, as long as you can get your dial reading properly and it's not a huge difference in cold and light spots, then you should be good to go. So let's take another temperature reading. All right, 304, 303. Let's see here. 303. 302. 303. So right now we are good to go. I don't even know if you guys can see there. I don't know if you can see from here. Definitely can't see from here. But nonetheless, we are good to go as far as that goes. So we have Jada's shirt. And we're just going to go ahead and slide. Oh, we don't have the slide out feature on this bad boy. So we're going to go ahead and get down. And we're going to go ahead and load this bad boy in here. I'm pressing glitter. Okay, so what we're actually going to go ahead and do is load it all the way in. And have the collar fall off the lip here. All right, and then we're just going to take a look at, make sure that we are good and ready to go, lined up straight. So for the front, I have a 10-inch wide design. It says go green or go home. And I kind of oversized this print a little bit for her. Just going to make sure it's nice and centered up to the eye. Passing the good old eye test. That looks great. Okay. I could probably loosen it up a little bit, but I'm perfectly comfortable with it at this point right here. So we're going to press for the 15 seconds, which is the high time. Usually it's like somewhere between 10 and 15 or 12 and 15. I like to go with the high time. Okay. Boom. That's it right there. Now glitter is a cold peel, so I'm not going to peel it yet. I'm just going to go ahead, flip it over. You guys see me reach again for that pull-out drawer. I think I'm telling you something subliminally. Not really. But then we're going to do Jada's back of her shirt. Her hair is kind of down, so I'm going to move it a little bit lower than normal. Usually I would try to go ahead and press it maybe just the hair below where the collar meets, but I'm going to move it down a little bit because her hair is down. So we're just going to go about right there, check it on the arm prints, and make sure it's flat. Mean Green Jada Banks. And that looks great. Press that up. We're gonna go ahead and let this bad boy cool down before we peel it. And I'm just gonna give you some of my thoughts. So, you know, I really think that the Craft Pro is the go-to press for me because I know how important that slide out drawer is. Just being able to pull it out and comfortably work right here. When you're doing this consistently, and especially if you gotta line something up at the back of the press, you know, you're working under the heating element, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, which is the same way that I started. So who am I to say, hey, don't go with the clamshell or regular clamshell without the slide out drawer? I just like that feature the same as I would appreciate like an auto open feature like I have on this hat press here on my press, because I know how important it is if I walk away and being able to multitask and not have to run back across the room to pull up the heat press because I stepped over here to do something else. So those are just some of the features that I like. But nonetheless, I think this is a solid built press. Comparison to the old presses that I have, is definitely built a lot better. And those presses might have been 200 bucks. This one comes in a little bit under, but a little bit over the stuff that you would find on Amazon. And it is definitely a valuable option if the slide out drawer is something that's not important to you. I like it. It feels very, very comfortable to use. Very, very smooth. Yeah, so I'm going to put this bad boy to use on a few jobs, and then we're going to come back after I use it and give you guys a few job review, probably like a 5 or 10 job review on this press. If you're going to purchase this press, you can find a link down in the description below, or anytime you go to buy some supplies, you can use hpn.tshirtsidehustle.com, which is your way of supporting the channel at no extra cost to you. Just lets them know that I sent you and gives me a little bit of a kickback to keep on doing what I'm doing and bring you guys this content. This has been your boy Stan Banks, bring you the MPress unboxing and one shirt press review. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Down in the comments below, let me know what press you like so far that I reviewed. Would you much rather go with the slide out drawer, or does it not matter to you and you would go with something like the MPress? If you started with a different kind of press, Let me know what it is. If you have a budget that you're trying to start a t-shirt business with, go ahead and put that in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that I bring, because I make videos like this all the time. And I mean all the time. This has been your boy Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle. Peace.